My name's David Mayo. I'm the Director of Communications for the Port of Nanaimo, and I'm here today with you on Port Connect. Port Connect is our presentation that we've been doing for 3 years now. This being the third year, it's a virtual presentation for the safety of participants, both the employer as well as for folks that are looking to hook up with different companies in our Mid-Island region. We are working with Port of Nanaimo, of course, with Work BC Nanaimo and our many employers. We wish you all the luck in the world. We know that Port Connect has been great value because of the type of businesses that people are involved in the Central Island area with regards to the port. In other words, you wouldn't find these kind of employers in the Mid-Island, say the Prairies or somewhere like that. It's a very coastal oriented, very port oriented type of employers that we are able to accomplish our work. So here with me today is Rocky Minhas. He's the commercial manager with SEASPAN Ferries, a very important organization that works on the coast with us. You may have heard about SEASPAN. A lot of people know them. Rocky, how are you doing?
Good, David. How are you doing?
I'm good. Thanks very much. What I'm going to do with Rocky is I'm going to ask him a series of questions, ask him a little bit about the company and how you might plug in and what they're looking for in terms of people that they might employ. So coming over to Rocky, we will have contact information at the end for people to see so they'll know how what is the best way to engage with SEASPAN Ferries. So lucky to have Rocky here today. So welcome, Rocky.
Thank you.
Thank you. So can you just tell us a little bit, Rocky, please, if you would mind, about SEASPAN Ferries and its reach and a little bit about the organization for us.
For sure. So SEASPAN Ferries is a part of the SEASPAN Marine Transportation Group. We have our head office is located in North Vancouver. It comprises of not only our tug and marine petrobulk, but we also have a shipyard as well. The ferries portion of it, we're kind of the smaller company of the big conglomerate of group of companies. What we do is we run all the commercial goods that come to Vancouver Island from our Tilbury and Surrey locations. We have about 9 to 10 sailings per night that depart out of off the mainland coming over, and essentially our goal is to eliminate as much truck mileage as we can and keep drivers driving on roads and trailers moving on our boats.
Oh, cool. All right. Well, and you come right in here to Duke Point in Nanaimo, is that right?
That's correct. We come into Duke Point as well as we come into Swartz Bay.
And Swartz Bay. So you have a new facility at Duke Point, I understand. That just was introduced not too long ago, is that right? Can you tell us something about that?
Yeah, for sure. So we had, originally we had a facility in downtown Nanaimo. We closed that one down. The ramp there was a little old, and we upgraded our terminal in Duke Point off Jackson Road. We've got a very large, brand new facility with new berths and a nice, shiny new office for all our staff to play in.
Nice.
It was opened up almost 3.5 years ago. It coincided with the launch of our 2 new hybrid LNG vessels, which came into service shortly thereafter. And actually, David, we'll have at the end of hopefully at the end of 2021, we'll have 2 more LNG vessels in our fleet, eliminating some of our old legacy vessels.
Wow, and that's a really important transition to make for the economy, but also obviously for the environment. So good for SEASPAN Ferries. So how many are in your fleet? How many vessels do you have in the fleet in total?
It's a good question. Let's see. The Reliant, the Swift, Carrier, the Princess, Superior, the Greg, Coastal Spirit, 5, 6, 7. We have 7, 8 in our fleet. I could be wrong. I'll have to double check that.
That's okay. Sorry, I didn't mean to catch you off guard.
No, it's all good. It's all good.
Okay, there's a test. Your boss told me to ask you that.
Yeah.
But we've got those 8, and then you're adding 2 more next year, or they're going to replace a couple.
Yeah, so we'll retire probably 2, depending on how the economy is going. It's incredible how much Vancouver Island is growing year by year. So Hopefully these two new big boats will add on the capacity that we need to keep up with the demand of Vancouver Island.
Right on, right on. Okay. And growing market, I guess. There's just a little bit more demand for activity, which is, I guess, the reason for the larger vessels and a little bit more frequency going back and forth to the mainland. So, Rocky, can you tell me, what are you looking for when you look for employees, and what's the employment outlook right now? Any trends that you're seeing in that regard?
That's a great question. So, being a part of the SEASPAN group, we're constantly looking for several different positions that can be from a safety position to a ship master to a vice president of gosh knows what department. So we're constantly looking for great people who have experience in education and a can-do attitude. There's such a wide variety of jobs that one can get into, from a simple laborer to again, like I said, a vice president. So the stretch it's quite large.
Okay, so I guess in terms of the skill set you're looking for, it can be a lot of things. Are the employees that you bring on, are they folks who then grow within the organization and go from one job to another, or do they usually have a specialization? How does that usually work for you?
Great question. So it depends on the field in which you are. I can be an example of someone that joined SEASPAN and I've already climbed the ranks, thankfully. I was promoted about a year and a half ago to this role, 2 years ago. 2 years ago, wow, 2 years ago to this role.
Yeah.
And so there is room for growth. We hired a safety officer just recently, and he's already been promoted to our North Vancouver head office. So the growth potential with this company is great. We've got there are other positions where we have folks that have been in the same position for the last 45 years. So so it's entirely up to the person in what field that they're working in and what they want to do with their career.
Okay, great then. So I guess in a way it's hard to predict what is the best skill set a person would require, because it's almost like an open book. It's such a range. So they could come in with maybe a small skill set and grow within the organization. They could also have a speciality and come in and start there and then maybe move over to something else. Is that how it would work then, do you think?
Yeah, you bet. Again, it all depends on the position in which you are in job that you're looking for.
Okay.
You could be a welder and love welding and then weld boats for forever, right? So the nice thing with SEASPAN is we offer a lot of courses and training, and the push for forward growth is always there. Our HR runs a fine ship, no pun intended. So
yes, we always come up with those port kind of little sayings. I know it just goes with the territory.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. So Rocky, you've been there how long? How long have you been there? You've been 2 years in your position as commercial manager.
Yeah.
And before that?
So I started as the assistant manager for commercial services in January of 2017. So I'm a rookie in comparison to some of the folks that have been with SEASPAN.
Right.
Like I said, we've got one of our customer service officers. He's been with our customer service operations coordinators. He's been with our company since oh goodness, we would joke that he loaded the Ark. So he's been there forever. I'm fairly new, but very fortunate that I was able to climb quickly, and there are others that are growing just as quick.
Well, I'm sure I bet you SEASPAN's glad to have you. I know that all the folks that I've met over at SEASPAN are all great people, lots of integrity, just good folk. You can tell from meeting them. So what would be the best way for somebody to get a hold of you if they were interested in working for SEASPAN Ferries? What's the best route to go?
The best route to go would be to go to SEASPAN.com, and our careers tab has just a list that goes on forever of different jobs in different fields at different at our different companies within the group. So
Okay.
it's not just limited to just SEASPAN Ferries. It's all over, including South Island as well as on the mainland. So there's
Okay.
lots of jobs with in different varying fields.
Okay. Now, would you be open to anybody wanting to contact you since they've met you online here today? Would you be open to that, where they could give you a call to get some?
Yeah, by all means, best bet would be to send me an email.
Okay,
We can provide that contact information at the end.
that'd be great. So, anything else that you want to add at this point, Rocky?
Ooh. No, nothing that I can really think of other than yeah, check out our website. Do as much research as you can on the marine industry. It's a fun and exciting industry to be a part of. I've been with it since 2017, and you know, it's always changing, and it's always for something that's been around for thousands of years. There's always different changes and new things that you can learn. So definitely exciting, and definitely do your research on what you want to. Which field you want to get into, and in which field of the marine industry you want to get into.
Great. Well, that's great. Thanks, Rocky. And that it makes a really good point about how so many things are shipped. There's 90% of the world's goods are shipped via water, and we're always moving. We have short sea shipping that goes between the island over to Vancouver, and it's a great way to connect. So I expect this is only going to get more dynamic as we move forward. So if you want to get a hold of, there you have it, viewers. If you're interested in working with SEASPAN Ferries, you now have some insights, and now you've met Rocky. Rocky is kind of a household name for us over here. Great contact for you. This is our way to help reach out globally, provide some local benefits. Port Connect is something that does that, and our good work with the Work BC Nanaimo organization and employers like Rocky at SEASPAN. So thanks very much. Good luck in your search, and let us know how it's all working out for you. Cheers. Have a great day. Thanks.